Hey guys, it's Lala Lottie and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, we're going back to manga again. I am kind of on a manga binge at the moment. I just came out of a massive slump and now all I'm doing is binging as much manga as I can. And with binging a lot of manga, one of the main things I've been trying to do is focus on shorter series that are highly rated. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about a specific manga I actually found through Instagram, and I'm actually going to shout out the guy by here who posted this because as soon as I saw this post, I was very interested in seeing what this manga was. So yeah, shout out to this guy, and yeah, today we're going to be talking about Heads. So Heads is a 4-volume series, only 36 chapters, and I'm pretty sure it is not released in the UK or US. So you'll probably have to find a site that does use scans for this. I did, and I'm really trying to find a way to get this series because I want this in physical because it's one of my favorites now. With Heads, the main plot basically follows this young kid called Junichi, who's just your average kind of awkward kid who's just trying to get along with life. And basically we just follow him as he develops his first love life, and something happens after. Yeah, there's not much you can really describe about the first part because it's very fast paced and you can't really give too many spoilers. But basically with Heads, we see Junichi get into an incident and he has to receive a brain transplant. Now in this manga, Junichi is the first person to ever receive a brain transplant. So with him being the first ever person to have received this, there are a lot of complications that come along with him getting it. Now this manga, when I was reading it, really had that kind of what if situation. It's like, what happens if someone did have a brain transplant in real life? What happens if this did happen? And I think when it comes to this manga, it is kind of horrific to read it because you can kind of imagine some of the things that Junichi has to go through that could possibly happen in real life. And I'm not going to say it would, but you never know, because with what happened in this manga, it could very realistically happen. Reading Heads is very much like an experience I haven't had with much manga, where it's a 4-volume manga that I know I'm going to read in a very short time, but I want to read it faster and I want to get to that end. I want to know what's going to happen because it's just that interesting. And my god, this manga literally, it does not stop. From the first page to the last page, the plot is completely just beautiful. And as well, with the plot that it has and the fact that it managed to fit it into 4 volumes is absolutely amazing to me. Because a lot of manga, what it really struggles to do is take a plot and manage to get it brilliant throughout a very large series of maybe just 10 volumes even. It struggles with that. And even with books that are 50 volumes long, it really struggles with that. Meanwhile, Heads really did a good job of just getting it done in 4. And it didn't waste too much time. It didn't overdevelop characters. It didn't underdevelop characters. We got to know as much as we needed, and this manga was perfect in what it did. I'm just saying, I've read a lot of psychological horror manga in my life, and this is one of the few that just tops my list at the moment. I would consider this near a masterpiece. I'm not saying it is a masterpiece, I'm just saying this is a really good story, and the way that the author laid out everything was absolutely amazing. It wasn't one of the most over-the-top dramatic stories, but it did such a good job with what it had, and I absolutely love that about this series. Also, if you were really trying to get into the psychological horror genre, I'd say go for this first. If you want to explore things like maybe Monster in the future, I'd say go for this first. It's quite an easier read, and it's a faster manga, and then you can kind of explore if you're really interested in the genre. Okay, so the main reason as to why I wanted to recommend this manga, like most manga I recommend on this channel, is because this series is not talked about. If I didn't find that Instagram account, I would have never found out about this manga. And it's just so weird to me that something as good as this is not talked about when it should be. I'd really like to see this have English publications because it is so good. And the fact that it hasn't yet is really amazing me. I'm just going to show a few panels by here as well. The art of this manga is very beautiful. It's not like the most unique art style I've ever seen, but it suits this so much, and certain panels as well. Oh my god. I'm one of those people who just love to stare at manga panels. It's the same with comics. If a panel is so well done, I could take like 5 minutes just looking at it, and some of the panels in this were definitely some of those. And damn, I just can't believe I only found out about this through Instagram, just through like one post. This series just needs more attention because it is so good, and the author as well. I would definitely be checking out his other works. If any of them are printed in English, I will be buying them to support him because this series is absolutely brilliant and is being one of my favorites while I just come out of a massive slump but have just gotten into binge reading manga. So yeah, I guess today's video wasn't too long, but I just really wanted to talk about a manga that I love. And you know what? I want to see more people talk about this series. If you're a manga tuber, please read this series and do a video on it. I want to see your opinions on it. I didn't want to do like too much of a long video and get too much into depth about it because there are a lot of spoilers with this shit, and it's very easy to spoil, especially since it's only 4 chapters long. This is why I don't like talking about short series, because they're seriously easy to spoil. If you have the chance to, just give it a read. It's so good and it just deserves way more attention. I really want to see this blow up. I'm really gutted to see like a lot of the things I enjoy more are so underrated, and I wanted to see them get more popular and more people enjoy them because there's some really good work, you know? So yeah, check out the manga. Please check it out. I want to hear more people's opinions about it because there's like only 3 My Anime List reviews on this. Anyways, I'm gonna stop saying check this manga out and I'm just gonna leave you guys to it. I'm just gonna leave you guys now. I'm gonna end this video and I'm just gonna say, also I'm sorry if you see that fly flying around throughout this video because he's been irritating me all day. Anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you guys next time. Farewell, friendly eye.